I'm Cheryl Koenigsberg here at Mendix World in Rotterdam, Holland, the Netherlands. And I'm here with our wonderful partners from Accenture, Pete Daly and Maya Agaskar. Pete, would you introduce yourself to us, please?
Sure, yes. I'm Pete Daly from Accenture. I'm a managing director in Accenture Digital, and I sponsor Accenture's global low-code program.
Wonderful. And Maya, how about you?
Sure, I'm Maya Agaskar. I'm a managing director out of San Francisco, also in Accenture Digital, and I lead our low-code program under Pete's sponsorship.
Wonderful. So we are so thrilled to have you here at Mendix World this year. And Maya, you and I ran into each other just a few minutes ago, and we were just talking about the show. So first of all, tell me first impressions of Mendix World this year for you.
So a few things. I think the conference is really well organized. Despite the fact that there's nearly 5,000 people here, it feels very intimate. And I think they've just done a really nice job creating spaces where teams can collaborate, teams can discuss all of the great ideas that we're hearing both in the plenaries and the breakout sessions. And it's so exciting to see all of the engagement that everyone has around kind of where low code is today and the vision that you've presented for low code in the future.
Yeah. So Pete, what do you think has been the highlight of the show thus far?
Oh, I think for me one of the highlights was this morning's technology presentation of the developments that are coming through in Mendix 8. Because for us, low code is about how we deliver great digital products to our customers an order of magnitude faster and more efficiently than before. And a big part of that is giving our people and our developers, our makers, the right tooling to create those products. But the other side of it is also the level of energy and really community here amongst the Mendix fraternity. Because that's really how you get the power of low code, is this ability to build a community, to reuse, to assemble, to work together. So it's the technology and that community energy together.
That's right. I think you really right on with that reuse and the community. I think that that's always been an important part. I'm glad that that comes through outside of Mendix too. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So we're also very excited about the partnership that we signed recently with Accenture. Maya, would you tell us maybe a bit about what you think this will do for the customers that you work with?
So what's been really interesting for me, and I'm going to extend the question just a little bit to both customers and internal with Accenture, I think one of the more exciting things over the last 2 days has been really learning about all of the new places where we think we can bring Mendix into the things that we're doing internally. And so I know for certain I've been walking around kind of making a list of folks that I need to bring this to in our organization who are doing things like leading development of our internal IoT platforms, leading our strategic growth initiatives around augmented reality, leading some of our new development initiatives, leading our innovation centers. I mean, there's all of these areas where all of a sudden we're seeing opportunities to plug Mendix in new ways because it can help accelerate the work that they're already doing. And I think we suspected that before. Coming here over the last 2 days and really seeing it in action has helped solidify a lot of that thinking and also allow us to really see it in action, just even with the demos that were presented this morning.
Yeah, so did you have a favorite demo that you saw or one that clicked the most and made you think, oh, we could definitely use this?
I'll go with cool points, and my cool points are definitely the integration with the cooler and the facial recognition. We just were like, that's great.
Yes. I think my favorite, was the robot. I don't know, I have a thing for robots. But the facial recognition was great, and you could really see a use case for that so immediately applicable to things.
Well, and we've got a whole field services team who's been working with HoloLens now for the past couple of years. They've also worked with Google Glass. They've worked actually locally here with a Dutch company, KPN.
Yeah.
So I think there could be really interesting synergies between what your team is already doing and some of the things that our team is also engaged in. So it's so exciting to kind of see convergence and be able to potentially bring the teams together to innovate in new ways.
That's wonderful, wonderful. And Pete, so this is really the start of our relationship. When you look down the road, say 2 years or 3 years, what do you see going on between Mendix and Accenture?
I'd like to see sort of much more pervasive use of Mendix across Accenture's offerings, whether it's around our SAP ERP customers, whether it's our Industry X, Siemens, MindSphere customer base, whether it's in customers who are testing new business propositions. And I think that idea of introducing Mendix throughout the software development and the product development lifecycle is a huge opportunity because we can really just change the way that we work. We can start to prototype ideas much faster, but we can then bring those ideas to life in a way where we can test them, we can release them to customers.
Yeah.
I think in a way that was just very difficult to do with traditional technology.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's great. I hope that all comes true. And Maya, let's take us down the road just a year from now. You're at Mendix World next year.
Yeah.
What are you expecting to see? How are you expecting to interact with us?
Well, I think one thing that you guys have shared with us is that each time Mendix World happens, it doubles in size. So, I mean, I hope that we have, 8 to 10,000 people. I hope the intimacy that you've been able to create here over the last 3 days, everything from, tables for teams to collaborate on, little booths, wireless. So I expect the collaboration to be there. I expect this to be a little bit bigger. I'm really looking forward to us being able to identify something that we can work on together and prove it out with the customer. And I think one of the really interesting things that you bring to life is the opportunity to co-collaborate with a customer in the room in real time. And I think we see a lot of potential in that, and it would be great to be able to share a success story around something like that next year.
Absolutely wonderful. Well, Maya and Pete, thank you so much for joining us, not just at Mendix World for the week, but also here today in the studio. Really appreciate the time.